Michael Catania is here from Plae Bistro. He's the chef there, and they've got a whole new menu for fall. Is that right?
Yes, we have a couple new sandwiches. We have a new wrap, all fall flavors. Actually, one is called an autumn chicken wrap.
Yeah, and they look great. I read the description of them, and they look fantastic. But you really are getting fall for us this morning. What are you making for us today?
Today I have two dishes. I'm going to do a soup. It's going to be a roasted butternut squash bisque. And then I'm also doing a pumpkin ravioli with a sweet brown sugar sauce.
Oh, doesn't that sound like fall? Okay, well, let's get started.
Okay, well, I have my pasta boiling or simmering on the side.
Did you make your own pasta?
No, this is actually a store-bought product.
It is?
Yes,
okay, so you can find it at home.
Yes.
Fantastic.
So I have my butter in here. I melted it down. And to that, this is the sauce for this ravioli. I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of maple syrup.
Okay.
Then I'm going to add a tablespoon of brown sugar. And then I have about a tablespoon of, this is cinnamon, ground cinnamon. And we'll do just a pinch of nutmeg in here. And while this melts, we'll brown the sugar, and then we'll add the heavy cream and reduce it.
Now, these are all ingredients that you would find like in pumpkin muffins or breads or something like that, too.
Should have these.
It's perfectly fall.
Now here I have the soup going, and what I'll do while this simmers and reduces, I'll explain the butternut squash here.
Okay.
So Angela, she grabs a spoon.
Okay.
What we did is we roasted the butternut squash. We caramelized it with brown sugar, a little cinnamon, some of the same ingredients. As you can see, it's kind of like a syrup there. Once we roast that...
You want me to scoop that in there?
Yes. And
How long did you roast it?
That was for an 1.5 hours at 350 degrees.
Now, do you want Angela to do it, or do you want me to do it?
You can do it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's okay. So here I have the butter melting. I'm going to add my heavy cream.
Ooh, now that should not have happened, right?
No, you don't want the skin in there.
Okay, I'll make sure it doesn't get in there.
So if you kind of just pull it towards you very easily, it'll come.
Angela would have done better.
Yeah, thank you, Rachel. Okay, while this is all going to combine, I'm going to turn up the heat because I want to reduce this down. Okay. Now what Rachel's doing over there, she's spooning out the butternut squash, which we would have added into the pot here that I have. This is a finished product, but I'll explain what I do here. Okay. There are 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, which I have here.
That's going to make it taste good.
We also have a 1/4 cup of maple sugar, or maple syrup.
Okay.
And then we also have 2 cups of brown sugar. We add all this in here.
Great job here.
And then when she's done with the butternut squash, that would go in there as well with the vegetable stock or water you can use. Okay. Now you're going to simmer that for a while.
Do you use the stock or do you use water? What do you prefer?
I use vegetable stock, but if you don't have it, you can use water.
Okay, so let's say that's all done and I got it all scraped out.
You would add that into the liquids that we just talked about. Right. And once they're simmering for about a 1/2 hour, you can dump them into a blender, or they sell like a handheld wand kind of mixer.
I've never tried one of those.
They work very well for soups. So
immersion blender?
Yes. Okay. And what you want to do is puree the soup until it's a creamy consistency, and it should be perfect to go right there. It's nice and warm. It's a good hearty flavor. Okay. Okay, now we'll go back to this here. So soup is done. Soup is ready to go. So it's all about roasting your squash. Yes. And then with the ingredients, and then pureeing it with the... Once you're pureed, you're good to serve. You're good to go. You could chill it and serve it again. And we just have a little time here to finish up the sauce. So as the sauce reduces, I'll strain my pasta. Okay. It smells so good in here. I wish you could smell it. Plae Bistro is open for lunch and dinner, by the way. And if you haven't ever been, it's in Bellevue. You should check it out. All right. And then we could add the ravioli right in there. Okay. And then if you just want to toss it a little, don't worry, I'm not going to get you. You're good. As soon as you coat all the pasta, okay, you can add a little bit of walnut in there. Then we'll toss it again. Okay. And he's going to plate that up. Again, these recipes are from Plae Bistro in Bellevue. Chef Michael has shared the recipes. You can find them on fox11online.com. Click on Good Day Wisconsin, and they'll be there. And why don't you set that right here? We'll take a look at it, and we'll dive in right after the break.